Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise on a question of privilege concerning false information contained in the government's response to order paper question number 2340, which was filed by the NDP member for Cowichan Malahat Langford. While it may seem unusual for me as a Conservative member to be rising about a government response to a question filed by the NDP, this is not just about the member who filed the question, but all members of this House who suffer and whose rights are infringed upon when the government tables information which is clearly false and inaccurate in the House. The response to question Q2340, which was tabled by the government on Monday, contains information that is clearly false and is proven by the government's own records. The question asks, quote, since January 1, 2006, how much federal funding has been provided to 1. Loblaw, 2. Metro, 3. Walmart, 4. Sobeys, 5. Costco, broken down by company, year, and type of funding, end quote. The response signed by the Minister of Innovation, Science and Industry says, quote, since January 1, 2006, no federal funding has been provided to Loblaws, Metro, Walmart, Sobeys, or Costco, end quote. We know this is not true. The government took a lot of pride in announcing millions of dollars for fridges for Loblaws. And if you type the word Loblaws into the government's proactive disclosure portal under grants and contributions, you will see that there are 3 separate listings for government grants and contributions to Loblaws between November 7, 2019 and April 26, 2021. The most significant of these is a contribution for $12,019,723 on November 7, 2019 from Environment and Climate Change Canada for low global warming potential refrigerant conversions in supermarket systems. In other words, $12 million to Loblaws to buy new fridges. The one entry by itself is listed in the proactive disclosure database, proves that the government's response to Q2340 contains false information. In addition to a quick search on the government's own website will show you that on October 24, 2019, it gave $15,803,515 to Costco for energy savings rebate program funding regarding Canadian appliance source. It is crystal clear from the government's own data that the response in the tabled document by the minister on Monday contains false information. This is not a matter of debate or opinion. This is proven by the government's own reporting on proactive disclosure. I had wished that the NDP member from Cowichan Malahat Langford had raised the question of privilege on his own, but as we all know, his party has an agreement with the government that stunts their ability to criticize the Liberals or to point out the hypocrisy of the NDP supporting a Liberal government that's giving handouts to Loblaws and Costco. When the House of Commons is provided with untrue information or lies, all members of this House suffer and all members have the right to receive accurate information. What the government did here is a breach to all members' rights. On page 82 of Boskin Gagnon, it clearly states that it is a prima facie case of contempt when someone, quote, deliberately attempts to mislead the House or a committee, end quote. While the record will show that speakers are reluctant to intervene on the basis of a quality of an answer or a non-answer, this is the case of the government deliberately withholding the truth from the House. On December 16, 1980, on page 5,797 of Hansard, the Speaker said, quote, while it is correct to say that the government is not required by our rules to answer written or oral questions, it would be bold to suggest that no circumstance could ever exist for a prima facie question of privilege to be made where there was a deliberate attempt to deny answers to an honourable member, end quote. Should you find a prima facie case, I am prepared to move the appropriate motion. Thank you.
I thank the honourable member, and it will be taken under advisement. The honourable leader of the NDP, the leader in the House of the NDP.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I mean, the tradition in this House has been to allow the opportunity of the member who's actually asked the question to raise the question of privilege, and I find it a bit discourteous. That being said, we are looking currently at this, and I would like to reserve the opportunity for the member from Cowichan Malahat Langford to rise on this question of privilege a little bit later on.
So noted.